Now, found money is what is a few titles I saw in headlines today when it comes to Alex Galchenyuk. And you know it's getting good when I can say his name without even stuttering on it anymore. Galchenyuk, he looks like he is bounced right back. He's got speed again going. He's mixed right in there with Nylander and Tavares. And before last night's game, because he did start on the Saturday night game, he did start on the fourth line. And then he got moved up to the second line again. And Keefe said, this isn't to say that he's been doing anything wrong. They just wanted to give Simmons a shot on that second line again. Obviously, Keefe, he always goes by his gut. He moved Galchenyuk back up to the second line, and it paid dividends pretty quick there. He said that line was coming at them all night, coming at them strong. And he said they had determination. They looked like they wanted something to happen. And that's great when you're saying three guys working together like that. So, Peter, do you think that second line is firming up, and is Alex found money?
Absolutely. I mean, I wrote a little brief write-up today on Sunday about John Tavares giving some really great compliments and high praise for Galchenyuk, especially in that third period when they mounted the comeback, because that line literally was a difference maker for them. I understand what Keefe was saying about Galchenyuk on the fourth line. Simmons was coming back before he got injured. He had 2 goals with them, and he seemed to really click on that second line. I guess in that moment, desperation or desperate times call for desperate measures, where he was juggling the line, Hyman back up with the top unit, and Galchenyuk back up with Tavares and Nylander, and it worked out. Nylander got a really great zone entry, gives the puck to Galchenyuk, no look pass to Tavares, he just snipes it by Smith. And then he's down below the goal line, spots Nylander in front, gives the puck to him. I mean, he had really great vision to try and spot Nylander and Tavares, and it worked out. And I guess we're all a little bit in shock and awe right now as to how quick Galchenyuk has developed from, sort of being like a fringe NHL player to now being a legitimate top 6 player for the Maple Leafs right now. And give credit to where the credit is due with the Maple Leafs development system, training staff, coaches, skating coaches, Greg Moore, the Toronto Marlies, everybody, because it's now paying off. And, maybe he is the top 6 forward right now. Maybe they don't even have to go out for another player. But he looked really good, and maybe if Keefe is going to set on the same lines that he had in the third period, and Galchenyuk is starting, we could even possibly see his first goal, because he came very close that game as well.
He really did. Now, Old Prof, you're always giving us some insight into the chemistry and how things might work. Talk about that confidence rebuild that you're seeing in Galchenyuk. And we've talked about everyone loves the reclamation project. It's really unfolding in front of our eyes right now.
Yeah, it was very interesting. After the game, I watched as I usually do, trying to get ideas for posts. I watched all the videos again and again. And he was in every single one of them, it seems. I just started watching him, and he seems big on the ice. In fact, I just looked up. He's only 6'1", but he seems like Draisaitl, right? It looked like Draisaitl on that line somehow. And I thought, this guy didn't think he was so big, but he's only 6'1", but he was everywhere last night, it seemed, and in that second period and third period. I mean, and it was really, really good. So I don't know about his confidence. I mean, he's scoring a point a game, so how can you fault that? So you have to have confidence after last night. I'm just thinking, I was thinking about something I think Joe Thornton said early in the year about his assists. And he said he played with good goal scorers. And I was thinking about, he mentioned Jonathan Cheechoo. I don't know if you remember Jonathan Cheechoo at all, but he scored like 56 goals one season playing with Thornton. And, and then he sort of went away. And it just strikes me that if you're with the right people, good things happen. And it just strikes me that he might be with the right people, because he not only picked up it really looked like Tavares, who I think people are sort of critiquing too much. but he looked like Tavares was really on his game too. So I thought that really was, if they're pumping each other up, that's a really good sign. So I'm hoping for everybody. And I mean, I'm going to go off page here just a little bit, but I really liked Tyson Berry's game last night. It was really good to see him playing well. And, he had such a tough year with the Maple Leafs, and he really has landed well with the Oilers. And God bless him. Good for him. I mean, he played really well, etc. So I'm always rooting for the reclamation project, as you say. But I hope Galchenyuk's that, because if Dubas hit a home run with him, wow, I think that's just amazingly fortuitous and good for the team. He can solve a lot of issues for this team.